Tell, Cockerel, he's just a true guy. You'll have a true time. Tell, Cockerel, leave your troubles at the door. You know the game, you know the score. We're here to have fun, so holster that gun and read the writing on the wall. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel, he's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. Jose gets himself around, always talking Spurs wherever he is found, home or away. He always tips to win, throws the form book in the bin with a cheeky knowing grin. Tell, Cockerel, he's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and on and on and on. Why do I always get it wrong? Every time I play along. Tell, Cockerel, the show is so chilled, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel, the show is so chill, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Tell Cockerel Week 11 competition results. I hope that you are all well, whether it's your morning, your afternoon, or your evening. Today being Monday, the 10th, I think, of November. I've been working all day, and I'm just thinking it's the 10th of November. Yeah, let's say hello to a few people. You've got Droolers here. Says afternoon, Jose and the Cockerel crew. Good afternoon, Drooler and our hungry kids. I'll try and make the show as quick as possible so your kids don't go without. Good afternoon, Shemtam. Says afternoon on this Monday, Monster Boss Man Jose. Hope you're well today. All my predictions and fantasy teams took a huge nosedive this weekend. Oh dear. We'll wait and see. We'll find out the proof in the pudding soon. Yeah, it is very, very wet, and I'm going to play football. I kick off at 6 o'clock, and yeah, all I've heard is rain all day whilst I've been working. So yeah, going to be a wet one. Drewler's telling the people that smashed away on smash the like on the way in, peeps. That's follow what Drewler says is what I say. Lee Statham TV. Hello, Lee. Good afternoon to you. I hope you're well. I'm not seeing you in a minute, mate, but I hope you're very, very well. Nice to see you here, mate. Daz says, big up, Jose. All is well today. And chat, good afternoon, Daz. I hope you are well, sir. I hope you are well. I ain't got many of you in today, but then do you know what? I haven't bothered publicising the show. People know that I'm live at 4. If they want to come and watch, they watch, and if they don't, they don't. Must say, numbers have dwindled in over the past few months. We are crawling. We are crawling. Good afternoon, Archer. This afternoon, Jose and chat. Archer, I hope you're well, mate, too. Start as we mean to go on, eh? We always start with Predict the Football, which is an interactive game that we have. And in the interactive game of Predict the Football, good afternoon, Ronnie, sir. I hope you're well. Is it this one? No. How do you share the screen? Let me share the screen. Yeah, stop sharing that one. Okay, I'll have to do it this way then. Good afternoon, Ronnie. Oh, here we go. I've got it there. Predict the Football. Here we go. There you go on Predict the Football. On Predict the Football. On Predict the Football. There we go on Predict the Football. Sorry, it's just StreamYard is just I've gone away from the multi-pounded StreamYard and I've gone back to basics on StreamYard because don't get many shows, not doing many shows, not, you know, and at the end of the day, I've left X as well. I don't pay for X anymore because at the end of the day, I'm paying like so much money out and not covering itself, so I just didn't bother anymore. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Predict the Prem. I now hold a lead of 35 points over Kevin Clark. So all my chasers and all my pursuers still haven't hit the 100 mark yet. My goal difference is still positive, which I'm happy to see. And in second place, Kevin Clark, as I said, 35 points behind me on 95. Shemtam still valiantly trying to catch me up on 82. And Archer and Vindaloo both on 81. Scott C's on 79. Fiona's on 77, along with Ronnie. And then you have Jess on 74. Chris Peters on 71. Ryan G is on 70, along with Graham. And then you have Neil and Carl on 66, Daz on 63, Sir Rob Belcher on 61, Ed M's also on 61, Tot Spurs 57, and then the list dwindles down. But yeah, I have my lead still of 35 points, and my goal difference is plus 18. I'm really happy with that. I'm happy with how Predict the Prem's going. I'm happy with that. Who we got? We've got good afternoon to Ryan G. Good afternoon, Ryan. I hope you're well. Good afternoon to Colin Blackshaw, who's just joined. Good afternoon, Colin. I hope you are well as well, mate. And good afternoon. I did say Ronnie as well. The next one we go to, rattle through these. The next one we go to is Fantasy Football. Fantasy Football. Still got 62 teams. Sahil, who started well late, is still clawing up that league. He's still outscoring people. The next 5-6 positions above him, he's still outscoring them. So he's catching up. But the people that have made moves this week are Scott C. has gone into 60th. He's gone up a place with his 34 points this week. Chris Peters with Earn Your Spurs has gone into 56th with his 42 points this week. And then the rattlers and shakers above that are Young James has gone up into 48th with 44 points this week. Kuva has gone up to 47th with 45 points this week. Peter has gone up. Peter Parrott has gone up into 44th with 45 points. And Brendan Tull has gone up into 43rd with his 37 points. Alfie into 41st with 33 points this week. Danjiv has gone up into 39th with 32 points this week. Neil has gone into 37th with 42 points this week. David has gone into 33rd with 48 points this week. Zoe's gone into 30th with 33 points. Kate gone into 28th with 38 points. Carl has gone into 27th with 38 points. Brian up to 26th with 44 points. Not a very big scoring week this week. Adrian Chia is into 21st with 36 points. The highest so far is Marlon. Marlon's gone into 20th with 48 points. Blake has gone into 17th with 45 points. Sir Rob up into 15th with 40 points. Jim, Archer, Jim Archer. Archer has gone up into 13th place on 46 points. Anthony Herbert is up into 9th with 40 points. And Ed M has gone up into 5th with 37 points. And the new leader with 47 points this week is, let's be frank, Nicholas Collison has gone into first place. Not a very high scoring week this week in FPL, if I'm to be brutally honest. Not a very high scoring week at all. It appears a lot of players that were selected didn't play for people, or people missed penalties. The one noticeable absentees, I think a lot of people had Guehi, he didn't play. Some people would have had Isaac who didn't play. Guacaris didn't play. There's quite a few players that people had that didn't play. So, Ryan G says, I had a stinking all comps this week bar the championship, which is where we'll be next season. That's Ryan G. And Nick here says, morning, y'all, and afternoon to us, but morning to you as well, Nick. I hope you're well. I suppose we've come to that time of the week where I'm just going to ask you guys, okay, we're going to go on to predictions next. How many points did you get this week? How many points did you get up this week? Farger says he's getting fed up with Pep benching Reinders. But tell me, predictions, guys. How many points did you score this week? Ronnie says he scored 8. Let me have a look for Ronnie. Ronnie says he scored 8. Ronnie, you did score 8. Nick says he thinks he got 7. Nick, you did get 7. Shemtam says he got 5. God, these are all single figure scores people are giving me. Shemtam, you'd be wrong. Drula says she got 8. Drula did get 8. Archer says he got 11. Archer, you did not get 11. No 11 for Archer. Anyone else want to have a dig and go? Daz reckons he got 7. No, Daz, you didn't score 7, unless I'm missing a trick. But I'm going to look again, just in case I got Daz's wrong. No, Daz, you didn't score 7. Elias Rotis says, good afternoon from Limassol, Cyprus. Good afternoon, Elias. I hope you are well. Nick says, I've got to change it up. I'm falling behind, he says. Oh, I don't know whether you're falling behind. I will say to you guys, I don't know whether it's going to make you feel better or feel worse, right? The average this week, was 7.17. That was the average for the week. 7.17. So basically, in order to be above average this week, you need to have scored 8 or more. 8 or more gets you an above average this week. 7 or less, you're below average for the week. It was not a high scoring week in predictions. It was not. Roundtable Talk says, or Nick says, I want to finish in the UEFA Champions League spots. Ryan says, Archer, I had Reinders in my team as well. Was fuming when he didn't even come off the bench. Right. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? All right. Let's get the scores up. 29 people took part in predictions this week. And of 29 people, only 5 people got double figures. Let that sink in. Out of 29 people, only 5 people got double figures. And the average was 8 and above, you're above average. 7 and below, you're below average. So let's see how you all got on then. And there we go. Game number 1 of the weekend was Tottenham 2, Manchester United 2. Kuva correctly predicted the score line. And Colin B picked up a point for a draw. Everyone else either had a home or away victory and did not score a point. Game number 2 was Everton 2, Fulham 0. And the correct predictions in this one came in from Ian Meth, Graham, Carl, and Wayne Bonner. Wayne Bonner, who ended up being man of the week this week. All correctly predicted a victory, the 2-0 victory. Anyone else in orange there would have picked up a point, means that you went for a home win. Then we went to West Ham 3, Burnley 2. The only person who correctly predicted this score line was Colin B. And he got 3 points, Colin, for that. Everybody else who got an orange got 1 point for correctly predicting a West Ham victory. In game number 4, Sunderland 2, Arsenal 2. The correct prediction in this game came in from Chris Peters. So he got the 3 points for this game. Nita, Ellie, and Ryan T all predicted a draw, so all picked up 1 point for that game. Then we've got a complete shutout. Chelsea 3, Wolves 0. Everybody picked up a point in this game, at least a point. But the 3 points for this went to Archer, correctly predicted it. Alan predicted a 3-0. Edem, Nita, Shemtam, good old Shemtam, Ronnie, Destiny 5, Kuva, and Wayne Bonner, all correctly predicting the 3-0 win. But as I said, it's a complete shutout. Sorry, Ryan, but it's a complete shutout. Everyone scored at least a point in this game. Then we went to Aston Villa 4, Bournemouth 0. Now, I had Villa to win, but I never ever thought they'd win 4-0. Bournemouth fell off a cliff. Did Semenyo play? Oh, did he? So nobody predicted the 4-0 victory for Aston Villa, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people predicted a home win, so then people all pick up a point each. And then we went to Brentford 3, Newcastle 1. Who would have known? Who would have known? Newcastle. Newcastle, interesting fact, they've played 6 times away this season in the league, and they've yet to win a game. They've drawn 3 and lost 3. They drew their first 3 0-0s, and now they've lost the last 3 1-2, 1-2, 1-3. So in this one, nobody correctly predicted that score, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people predicted a home victory and picked up a point. Then we went to the Boarfest, the M23 derby, which I predicted there'd be goals, and there wasn't. It was a Boarfest, a 0-0 draw. Nobody predicted that 0-0 draw for this game, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people picked up a point for predicting a draw. Whether they predicted 1-1, 2-1, or 3-1, they all picked up a point each. And then we went to Forest 3, Leeds 1. Forest 3, Leeds 1. And nobody predicted the correct score in this game either. It's a very low scoring week, as I said. But the people that predicted a home victory, which is only 7 people, picked up a point for that in that game. And then we go on to Man City 3, Liverpool 0. So the last Premiership game was yesterday. Man City 3, Liverpool 0. Correct scoreline came in from yours truly and Jack Spurs. Correctly predicted the 3-0 scoreline. And everybody else there highlighted in orange for that game would have picked up a point because they've gone for a Man City win. And then we go on to the first bonus game of the week, was Neon versus Al Nassr. I actually thought, because I was at football, obviously, at Tottenham on Saturday, and I thought that I'd predicted 1-3. So I was really happy. I think so. I've got a green. And when I got home, I realised, no, I've gone for 0-3. But anyway, the correct scoreline in that game came in for Archer, Neil, Shemtam, again, Young James, Ryan G, Destiny 5, Nick, Tot Spurs, Carl, and Man of the Week, Wayne Bonner, all correctly predicted the 3-1 scoreline. Anyone else in orange there predicted an away victory and would have scored a point. And then the other two games were really stingy. You had Como versus Cagliari, which ended up as a 0-0 draw. And the only person who picked up a point in that game was Nick, who went for a 1-1 draw, picked up a point. And then you've got Trabzonspor 1, Alanyaspor 1. The only person who picked up a point for predicting a draw was Destiny, who went for 2-2. Although it's 1-1, Destiny was the only one that picked up a point. And Destiny's here. Good afternoon, Destiny says 10 points in my first week. I told you, Destiny, it doesn't take long. It doesn't take long. The table's going to come soon. Shemtam says, oh, I got 2 exact scores. Didn't know about the second. That's why I thought 5. Shemtam scored 8 this week. Destiny, you're late, but it don't matter. If you score 8 and above this week, then you're above average. And if you scored 7 and below, you're below average this week. Queen Ellie's in the house. So sing it. You're playing footy in the rain, playing footy in the rain. What a wonderful feeling. Jose's happy again at 6 p.m. He'll be in his short scoring goals in the rain, and everything won't be in vain because Jose will be scoring in the rain. Rain. Ellie, the poet. Yeah, Destiny done well. 10 points. So 29 players took part this week, and 29 players, only 5 people reached double figures. Only 5 people reached double figures. Low scoring week this week. So you have Jose scored 8 points. Mr. Shear scored 7 points. Chris Peters scored 8 points. Drula scored 8 points. Archer, double figures, scored 10. Neil scored 6. Daz got 5. Alan got 5. Jess got 5. Jack Spurs got 5. Ed M scored 7. Nita scored 8. Colin B scored 7. Ian scored 8. Shemtam scored 8. Scott C 3. James 9. Ellie 6. Ronnie 8. Ryan G 6. Destiny 5. 10 points, double figures. Graham scored 6. Nick scored 7. Ryan T scored 4. Although Ryan T didn't do the bonus games, but he scored 4. Tot Spurs got 8. Carl scored 10, double figures. Kuva, 10, double figures. Vindaloo scored 5. Wayne Bonner, man of the week. Tops gun, 11 points. Takes man of the week. Wayne Bonner, 11 points. Well done, Wayne Bonner. What does that do to the league? Well, it doesn't do much to the league because it was so low scoring. It's not as if someone ran away with points over somebody else. So it was so low scoring that there's been not much movement at all. So here is the league table for you guys. Here is the league table. Right, so the league table. Anyone in blue, it means it's their first week. Anyone in green means that they've moved up, and anyone in gold means they broke the 100 barrier. So Destiny straight in to 38th place. So 45 players this year. Destiny 5 straight into 38th because he scored 10 points this week. Good haul, Destiny. So you're straight into 38th. Jack up to 32nd. He's now on 30 points. Neil, gold. As I said, he's in 23rd, Neil. But he's become the 23rd player to get to 100 points. You got people knocking on the door right behind him. I don't know what's happened to Paul G. Paul G's not appeared for a while. for a couple of weeks. I don't know what's happened to Paul, but Paul is just dropping down. He's now at 27th. Shemtam with his 8 points this week. Shemtam has jumped into 17th. Yeah. So Shemtam has jumped into 17th. He's a green. He's a green into 17th. And then the table further up. As I said, there wasn't much trouble, the scorers this week, because not everyone outdid each other. But Nita has jumped into 11th place. So Nita's managed to climb into 11th place. Archer, he's in yellow, but he should be in green. Sorry, Archer, I've left you in the wrong colour. But Archer has now overtaken Vindaloo. So Vindaloo is no longer second. Archer scored 10 points this week. Vindaloo scored 5. They were on the same points the week before. So, with Archer, Archer has grabbed grabbed second place. And top of the league, yours truly scored 8 points this week, and yours truly still leads the way. Although in the grander scheme of things, Archer's cut my lead by 2 points because Archer outscored me by 2 points this week. But I'll take where I am at the moment. So that's where we are. So Ellie says Spotted Cougar is with 1v. Yeah, I'm aware that Cougar's with 1v, but it's just a little thing that I've put in there. Ryan G says he still gained a point over Vinders. Ryan G is chasing Vinders, so Ryan G's chasing top 3. Nick, you're in 8th because Nick was saying earlier that he wanted to get into the top 4. Or are we going to say top 4 or top 5 spots this year? Top 4 or top 5, but Nick's chasing it anyway, as he says. Daz says, I may have to put them in after the stream this week. Jose, depends on what time I finish work. That's entirely fine, Daz, entirely fine. Archer says, I'm more pleased at overtaking Vindaloo than being second. Cool on, Archer. Drula says, well done, Archer, knocking that Gooner off second spot. He's that Gooner, as you call him so affectionately, Drula. He's dropped off a cliff in all games. In all games, he's dropped off a cliff. So I don't know what's been happening. I don't know whether it's the sauce that he's been having lately, but he's definitely dropped off a cliff in the last few weeks. So there you have it, boys and girls. Drula's got no time for him, actually. God, look at that. Drula's like, take him off. Drula's got no time for him at all. Yeah, so that's where we are with the competition this week, people. Well done to everybody that's scored points this week. As I said, it was no biggie this week. No one flew and got away from each other. It's still all bunched and packed up in the table. Destiny, obviously, Destiny's done well. Destiny plays next week or plays this week, and Destiny does have a chance of maybe climbing up another 4. Nah, not 4. I'm going to say a definite another 3. No, definitely for Destiny. It depends. If Destiny picks well, he could jump up. Could jump up another 6 places if he plays well. Hello, Alan. I hope you're well, mate. Good morning to you. I'm not sure whether you've seen it, Alan, so I'm going to go back and show you, Alan. This week, Alan, you, sir, scored. Alan has just joined us. Alan. There you go, Alan. Alan, you this week, sir, you scored 5 points, Alan. I was saying that it's a very low scoring week. The average was 7.17. So 8 and above, you're above average. 7 and below, you're below average. 29 players played this week, Alan. Only 5 got into double figures. So, yeah. So that's where you are there, Alan. And on the league table wasn't affected so much this week because people more or less around about scored the same as each other. But there you are, Alan. You are in 18th place. You're a point behind Shemtam and Scott C. 3 behind Totspurs. 6 behind Kuba. 2 in front of Adam. 5 in front of Chris P. and James and Carl. Neil, as you can see, has got gold. He's the 23rd player to hit 100 points. And Destiny first week, Alan scored 10 points. Straight in there, 10 points. So well done. Right, what did it say here? Good evening, Ben Kaufman. Good evening, sir. I hope you are well, Ben. I hope you're well. Right, I've got, so what's the official plan, says Nick, and Destiny says, when's the next prediction bonus week? Right, at the moment, the bonus week this week will take place on Thursday at 4 o'clock. Nick says, Ben, I was over near your stadium this weekend for a tournament. What, you over in this country then, Nick? Are you over in England? Yeah, Destiny. And who else is asking the question? Nick. 4 o'clock on Thursday. 4 o'clock on Thursday is the bonus predictions for this week. The international break, the bonus predictions. Haven't decided on how many games I'm going to do yet. That I will decide during the week. But it's a one-off show. I'm not splitting it over 2 shows. I'm doing it in one show. I'm just going to get in and take it, smash it all done. So Thursday, 4 p.m. is the bonus prediction show. All the games we predict will probably be played Saturday. So then the results show can be on Monday next week. So Thursday, 4 o'clock. All I say to people is turn up on time, because I don't know whether I'm going to roll back or not, because if I've got so many games to get through, it just gets confusing when you roll back. But we'll see how it goes. But it is 4 o'clock. It is 4 o'clock. Queen says, I'm a rounded 50 behind you, Jose, so it's safe to say I'm going to have to go some, and you'll have to do an Arsenal bottle job to get anywhere near you. Do you know what? You don't. 50 behind is nothing, because all you got to do, if you bear in mind that we're at week 11, so you've got 27 more premiership weeks, if you're looking at it like that. What you got? You got 3 more international breaks. You got 1 now, 2 in the new year. I think it's 2 in the new year. So that gives you 30 weeks. Do they still close down? You're going to get some of the FA Cup weeks where there won't be Premiership games, so we'll be involved in some of them weeks as well. So you've really got about, I'd say, 33, 34, 35 more weeks of this, right? If you were to outscore someone, 2 points a week, Ellie, 2 points a week, outscoring me by 2 points a week from now to the end of the season, you finish 20 points above me. So, it's easily done. Destiny's eyeing. I can see Destiny already working out. Destiny's eyeing to get as many points as he can, because he's obviously only started playing now. So he's like eyeing as many points as he can. Archie says international weeks, as much as we don't like them, are handy for big point hauls. They are, but the thing is that I normally throw in teams that we've never heard of. Because everybody's playing in the international, so all leagues close down. So I have to find all the weird leagues and all weird teams in order to set the weeks up. So I've not looked this week yet. I will look. I haven't done so as yet. I will look, and I will find games for us to be able to predict. Queen says the Lick Sport are 3-pointer, and a lot of us predicted 2-1, so that was a double disappointment, Jose. I had 3-0, Ellie. I had 3-0 in that game. Yeah, Archer, it's really, it's funny. It's funny and hard trying to look for them all. So, but we will endeavour. We will endeavour to do so. But yeah, okay, people. Thursday, 4 o'clock. I guess I'll see you all at Thursday at 4 o'clock. For those people that are watching this on playback, I hope you find where you are in the leagues and stuff like that. And may I also wish you a very, very good week. And I hope you have a good, well, I hope everyone has a good week. The only problem is it's going to be raining. It's going to be raining. Destiny, we don't normally go for League One and lower. Destiny, we normally go wild. We go wild. Like we've had the Czech 7th Division East and stuff like that. I go all over the world to try and find games. So anyway, people, enjoy, and I will see you all on Thursday. Have a good week. It's going to be a wet one, so make sure that you got your brollies with you and stuff. But I will love you and leave you all. I'll see you all on Thursday. And as always, it's come on, you Spurs. And if you can and you haven't done so already, hit a like on the way when you're leaving the stream. It all helps. Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye-bye.
Tell, Cockerel. He's just a true guy. You'll have a true time. Tell, Cockerel. Leave your troubles at the door. You know the game, you know the score. We're here to have fun, so holster that gun and read the writing on the wall. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel. He's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. Jose gets himself around. Always talking Spurs, wherever he is found, home or away. He always tips to win, throws the form book in the bin with a cheeky knowing grin. Tell, Cockerel. He's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and on and on and on. Why do I always get it wrong? Every time I play along. Tell, Cockerel. The show is so chilled. Your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel. The show is so chill. Your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at.